Rolling.
Good morning, Jean. Thank you so much for participating in our movie project. Do you remember the first time you were in Avon as a child?
We purchased the house in 1962. My parents.
This house, right?
Yes, this house, and we spent 3 years fixing it up. My grandfather and uncles and aunts all came down, and we modernized it to the point where we could live in it full time. And then in 1965, we moved down full time from Jersey City. And the same year, my good buddy George Christopher moved down from Newark, so we were the two city boys that came into town, and he ended up becoming my college roommate. God bless him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
So,
yes, God bless Jean. You're right. Jean, George. So, what your landmark is the bridge. Can you tell us about when you worked as a gate attendant on the bridge?
Yes, so
Ocean Avenue?
thanks to a good friend, Jack McQueenie, was helpful in me securing the gate attendant job down at Ocean Avenue Bridge. I started in 1970 and worked there 9 years. It was a summer job, but then it turned into a full-time job when the cable broke going to the Belmar side, and they had to run an auxiliary engine on the Belmar side, so it required 3 people to work versus 2. So that was a nice opportunity. I worked 3 winters, and then they finally fixed it, and they made it taller as you see it today. And it was a very, very interesting experience.
What was I going to ask you? Oh, I just shoot. Tell us about tell us about how the gates used to be unautomatic or not electric.
Yes, so the bridge technology is basically 2 teeter-totters. Each side is a teeter-totter with a counterweight, and a small electric engine turns a gear and makes it go up and down. A very, very simple technology with a backup gasoline engine. And then the gates themselves, this was very long time ago, we didn't have emergency gates. We had a crummy little street light, and we used to have to manually swing the very, very heavy iron gates to the middle and put a pin down and put them back when the bridge came down. So it was old tech, but it did the job back in those days.
It did, and it took you longer. The cars were probably impatient because it took longer. I remember
there
for
were
the
some
guys to push.
interesting experiences. One night when I was working the night shift, a gentleman fell asleep at the wheel, and he took his foot off the brake, and his car rolled up and gently pinched the gates, and I had to call the police because we couldn't get the gates up to get rid of them. So it was one of many interesting experiences.
Would you tell us why it's not a scheduled bridge opening?
Yeah, that's a good question. A lot of people say, why don't you put the bridge on a schedule? So being that it's on ocean, if a boat has problems, they have to get in because of emergency circumstances. So the Ocean Avenue Bridge cannot be on a schedule. The one on Main Street can, because it's in calmer waters.
Okay, so that if there was a boat that was having trouble,
Yes.
then the
yes.
bridge has
and it
to
happened
open
all the time.
to let them get in
Yes.
out of the ocean,
Yes.
especially
Mhm.
storms.
Mhm.
What was your favorite thing to look at as you were standing on the bridge on a calm time of the bridge when you didn't have to open it?
Well, your eyesight was always important to see who was coming and going, especially when you worked the night shift. And back in those days, there used to be night blue fishing trips, and and they would go, and on an average summer day, that bridge would go up 60 times, up and down 60 times a day. It was a very, very busy place, and still is today, as you can see.
Yes, and you did mention the other day that it was a WPA project.
Yes, so it's the project is called W43. There's a nice plaque that I'll share with you that's on the bridge. It was built in the 30s as a jobs creation project under Roosevelt, and it still stands today, amazingly.
The Howard Rowland story
Oh,
about
yeah.
his rowboat.
Well, Howard Rowland was an institution lifeguard in Belmar, and one day I was working on the bridge, and there was this rowboat drifting along, and it was a gentleman that was mackerel fishing, and he was right under the bridge, and the mackerel were biting like crazy. And who was it? But it was Howard Rowland, and he was loading his boat up with mackerel. And I said, "What are you going to do with all of them?" He goes, "I'm just going to give them away." And he was such a neat guy.
Yeah, he was. So if you were going to write this postcard home to someone and you were from work or when you lived here, what would you write on the back of it?
Well, Avon is a very, very special place. It's idyllic. It's 4 seasons of beauty. We have the most spectacular beach and sand. We have a beautiful river, boats coming and going. You can ride your bike, walk the boardwalk. I don't think there really is a better place that anybody could actually grow up than Avon. And you know, coming from an urban environment in Jersey City and coming to Avon was really something very, very
Yeah, for your
special.
brother and sister too, I'm
Yes,
sure.
absolutely.
And your mom.
We were very lucky.
And dad.
We were very lucky. Yep.
Yep. Anything else you want to tell us?
Well, a couple things.
Yes, the picture.
We have a picture that was given to me by Bill Herbert.
Go get it.
Sure. And we'll take a little peek of it.
Yep.
If you want to.
I'll hold it.
Billy Herbert, who was a Belmar lifeguard and an artist, as you can see, gave this to me as a gift when I went off to university. We had a party one night, and he presented that to me, and it's very, very special. Bill was a good guy, and
Old Avon family.
yep, his dad was one of two town doctors that we had, and a wonderful family. We couldn't have been blessed with better people than the Herberts too, by the way, and they're an old town family in Avon. So thank you,
Old town name, yeah.
thank you, Billy. And by the way, Dr. Herbert is still alive at 101 years old, amazingly.
Didn't you used to go cut his hair?
I do. I did cut his hair. Yes. So
Put that back. And then we're just going to look at two more pictures. So,
these are two beautiful pictures of Ocean Avenue Bridge, Shark River Bridge, right along the beach next to the fishing club, as you can see. Back in the old days, when there weren't any houses down there, it was just a sandy beach and an inlet.
and then this one shows the.
Yeah, that's it. And they had Shark River painted on the parapets back then. That they've since taken that away. But yeah, that's a great shot.
And then they made these taller.
Yes, they
with
did.
That,
Yes,
like,
even
metal
better
color.
visual, so you could see out
see.
further when you could see the boats coming and going. It was a good addition.
Right. Well, is there anything else you want to tell us?
Well, my final thought,
Yes, go ahead,
luckily for
Jean.
me, working on the bridge for so many years, there used to be a pretty young lady that would walk over from
Oh.
St. Rose High School, and lo and behold, 30 some odd years later, she would become my wife, Lisa Shambach.
And you know what? She was in my class in high school, and we always wondered how she got there because we walked over the other bridge, and she lived on Ocean Avenue.
So I
the
was a
secret
very,
has
very
been
lucky
told.
individual. Avon's been very good to me, and so has that bridge and Shark River.
Yes, and you told me that if it paid more, you would have stayed there.
Yes, exactly.
As that job. Thank you so much, Jean.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Avon's a great place.
Great.
We're good?
Okay.